and welcome to episode 3 of Identi-Tea. I'm your host, Mario Carlos.
Hi everyone, I'm Ricardo.
And today we have 2 special guests.
Hi everybody, I'm Maira.
Hi everyone, I'm Rocio.
Great to have you both here. Today we'll be sharing some stories and diving into some engaging discussions. But I finally, let's just take these shots. I think we need to take these shots before we get into our first topic.
Hold on,
Do we need to take these shots?
we do need to take these shots.
Cheers.
Cheers, and
everyone.
thank you guys
Cheers.
for coming.
Cheers.
Ooh. Ooh.
No face.
Who?
Oh, I'm giving face.
Give a face.
Maya said it was okay.
Oh, this is good.
No, this
It's
is
good.
No.
Yeah, these are good.
It's the tequila.
They were judging me for
These are delicious.
requesting strawberry
Ooh.
margaritas,
That's actually
Who's judging
really good.
you, friend?
but I just feel like you can never go wrong with a strawberry margarita.
Yeah.
Who judged you?
I felt judged.
Oh, no
By who?
one's
My
judging.
kids? I think they were judging
Juguito de
the...
fresa.
Juguito de fresa.
I'm like, the kids judge all of us equally, I think.
All right, so I think I want to start off by letting everyone know how we all met. I mean, we all have something in common how we met, but would love to get everyone's insight of how we met.
I feel like we all have this cool story of how we met.
I can't wait to tell
different
mine.
interactions with everyone. I mean, so Maira, I met her at my previous job. No free promo. But I don't remember how we met, like the moment.
I came in for the interview and I asked you where the bathroom was. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
I think you were wearing a jean jacket.
I probably was. I do remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were very nice. And I was really nervous and I was really scared. But you were very friendly, like from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we know how we met. Some would say MySpace, some will say party.
Ooh.
Rocio, we also met on my previous job. Us 3 have that in common, that's how we met.
Except Mario thought I was hitting on him.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, you're cute. And he's like, oh, baby girl, I'm gay. And I was like, oh, I know.
Don't baby girl me.
I don't know.
So baby girl, you back.
Right? But how? I mean, obviously.
I know we went out. I mean, it has to be somewhere that we went out. And...
The official first time that I remember meeting you was at your Christmas party.
Oh,
Like,
ooh.
that was
Wow.
the first time that we actually ever.
That was a crazy introduction.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the first time I actually met Ricardo. I know
Iconic.
you had talked about him, but the first official time that I met you was at the Christmas party.
Oh, wow. Our Christmas parties get a little wild.
Fun. They're fun.
They're fun.
They're very fun. Very fun.
And Myra and I kind of met each other because we both went in for our interview on the same day to said job. And she went in after I did, so I was like, I hope this girl don't get the job and I do. Lo and behold, we both got the job.
They're like, I
and
need both of you.
It worked out.
It worked out, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have. You guys definitely had each other's back at that job for everything.
It was love at first sight.
Yeah.
It really was.
That's cool.
It really was.
I feel like I mean, you know, obviously you guys met him first, but outside from like being his friend, like I have relationship with y'all, like it's weird, right? Because I'm always like the husband, right? And some people don't get along with their friends, but I feel that even though you guys met him first, like it doesn't really matter now because we're friends. He's over there like...
No, because sometimes he'll say like, oh, you're friends. And I'm like, our friends? Like our friends. Like they're
Oh, I hope
our
you're still not
friends.
referring to me as your friend.
He slips sometimes. And then he corrects himself. Or sometimes I'll be like, you mean our friends?
Yeah, we're both of your friends.
Yeah. But we're so close now that we're like family. Like we know each other's family business.
Which is great because there's no filters.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to have a conversation. I think one thing that we all have in common in this, I was going to say table, in this setting right now is that we're all not from this country. So I would like to share with our viewers a little bit more information about where we come from. Let's start with you, Rocio. How old were you when you came here?
So I was 2 going on 3. I was born in Michoacan, Mexico. And my parents brought me here. I think I was closer to 3 than I was to 2. But yeah, I've been here ever since. And I was undocumented until I was 24, I'm going to say.
Oh, that's a little bit oversharing, but yes, thank you. What about you, Mara?
Well, I was born in Guatemala and I came here when I was like close to 4. But my dad petitioned for us to come in because he had gotten asylum, and I, for a very long time, like didn't even know what that kind of meant. But I always knew there were things about around legal status because a lot of my family members were undocumented, and I just remember we went through numerous kind of scares, like the job rates and like kind of the retenes and just and I did have to do the process of like a citizenship once I turned like 19 or 20. So I kind of was aware of the process, but I didn't really know what it meant at each place. Like, but when I was in high school, I still remember like there were still certain things that I couldn't do because you had to be a citizen and we had a green card. But I think a lot of those things are a lot of those barriers are getting kind of taken away, and things are being more accessible now.
What about you? How old were you?
When I came to this country, I'm from Mexico, Zacatecas. Woohoo! I came here when I was about 2.5. My parents brought me here for a better life for all of us. My dad was previously out here working and saving money to bring us out here. At the time, just me, my older brother, and my mom, and we've been in Antioch ever since. Yeah.
I feel like you.
I think I was the oldest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I came here,
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty old. I was already, well, I don't want to say old, but I was like
No, you were.
7, 8, around that age when I came here. Yeah, I'm from Honduras, but I came, I think I was the one that came here, the oldest. With that said, how do you, now that you look back, right, now that we're older, how do you see that experience evolving into who you are now?
It's so funny that you asked that because one of our assignments right now is to like present. I didn't really take it seriously, but for one of my classes, it's to like present your journey into like how you kind of ended up where like in the program that we're in. And I think for a long time I didn't know what like kind of any of those immigration statuses really meant. Like I don't think I really found out my dad had asylum until I was like maybe 22. I wrote a like 10-page paper about it, or else like I didn't really know. But I actually think that the work that I do now is very related to that. And I think it's kind of shaped what I want to do.
She's here for the people.
I am. I am.
She is.
I really am. Because I always think about like the help that I think I would have wanted the people that I kind of know to have received during that time. But yeah, I think that's a very big part of what I do and why I do it.
What about you, Rocio?
For me, I think it's just knowing what I had available to me back then and what I didn't have available to me back then and what I have available to me now is what's the biggest. I'm done with you guys.
She's burning up.
Everyone is clearly.
No,
Just
I
take
think
your
it's
sweater.
just warm in here. Like, can we get some air conditioning?
We could get some air conditioning, but it's gonna be loud.
Just keep going.
Okay.
Take off your sweater. Or is it too much?
But yeah, I think it's just
Yeah.
I learned to appreciate things a lot more now just because I know what wasn't available to me back then because of my legal status and what's available to me now. Like back then, the idea of going to college was a dream that I personally never thought I was going to be able to accomplish. But now it's a possibility.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that aspect of life a lot more than I would have
What about you, Ben?
had I not been an immigrant.
For me, what was the question? I'm like, ooh, that shot. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely, I feel like I took a lot of those struggles into heart, into who I am now. Definitely, that's one of the reasons why when we do take in foster kids, we prefer to help out non-English speaking or children that came into this country without their parents, for the simple fact that it's not going to sound right, but
Then don't say it.
these type of children with these needs, being immigrants or just the language barrier, sometimes get put into homes where there is a language barrier, the food is completely different, and it kind of sucks because they don't know how to articulate a conversation with their foster parents. So I think that's one of the major things I'm doing right now, with helping out the people, my people, and also just all the opportunities I have open doors since I did get status have been amazing. I don't look back. I definitely feel like I try to keep that in the back of my mind when I do something, and just remember other people might not have that opportunity, or I didn't have that opportunity being young, not having status. What about you?
I think for me, because I came here a little older, I think, the three of you came here very young. I think for me, I was 8, so I came into the school system and kids treated me like I was, because I was getting used to the language, I was getting used to the culture. Not only that, I never met my mom. I knew my mom existed because I would talk to her on the phone, but I've never actually met her. So I was getting used to having a mom, all these things, right? But kids treated me like shit. Like they were very bad. It's crazy how back
Kids
in the
are
day,
cruel.
yeah.
Even nowadays, kids
Yeah.
are super cruel.
But I remember the first day I went to school. I was so excited because my mom took me to Payless, and for me, I didn't know what Payless was. So we went to Payless. I tried on my shoes, and back in the day, you used to walk on the little carpet to make sure that your shoes fit.
Stretch your step.
Right, and I was so happy to go to school because I have brand new shoes. And as soon as I got to school, they started making fun of me. They're like, "Oh, el mojado con los zapatos." And I remember I started crying, and I went home, and I told my mom I would never, ever in my whole life wear those type of shoes. And I've never, ever, I wore Jordans ever since then.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. But I think, growing up, I was very shy because I was always, that built like a lot of like resentment towards like myself because I always felt like I was the outsider. But I think once I got into high school and I got a car,
He blossomed.
Yeah, I blossomed. My mom got me a car when I was like 15 and a half. So there was all these like things that I used to get. So I started getting more notice. Like people.
He was popular.
People
Right.
started being like more of my friends. So I felt like that's when I like blossom and started coming out of my shell. But in the beginning, when I first was here, I was very shy. Yeah.
Do you feel like it was different and I guess this question's for all of you. So pretty much in Antioch, when I grew up here, there was Latinos, but not as much. And I know like for you guys I'm from the East Bay, you guys being closer to the Bay or from the Bay, there's more Hispanic Latin community. Do you guys feel like it's different? Because I mean, I definitely was, I guess you could say, picked on because of the language barrier, but it didn't bother me too much because I didn't understand half the crap they were saying. So it didn't really bother me. But I feel like maybe for you guys, there was more Spanish speakers, so you guys did understand.
I was in ESL classes. I remember that. I was in ESL classes. And one time I couldn't handle it anymore. And there was this girl, I don't know her name. I don't even know. But I remember one time she used to pick on me all the time. Like all the time she used to say,
"You know who you are."
I know. I don't know where she's at. I just remember.
But you know who you are.
You know who you are.
I remember that she will always pick on me, and we were playing softball, and I'm not a sports person. I mean, I knew I was gay from the beginning.
He's
I know
not a
that
sports-
sports
he's
and gay
not a
don't really
sports-
mix, but you know, I'm not a sports person. And we were playing softball, and she started like hella laughing and capping on me because I couldn't hit the ball. And I remember, I don't even know how, but like I busted out with like, and everyone was like,
Say it with your chest.
and everyone was like, because like that was the first time that I ever like opened up my mouth in a situation to defend myself, because
Okay.
I always took it, right. I always just took it and went home and cried. Yeah, but
They're probably like, where did he learn English?
they probably were.
He
And
didn't
you know
say
what?
that with an accent.
And after that, like people started talking to me a little bit more in middle school.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And for me in Richmond, I grew up in Richmond. There was Hispanics, but it was predominantly African American people. Like the neighborhood that I grew up in was predominantly African American people. So a lot of my little friends were black kids. It was like Marquise was like my little bestie. I think the now, but he was like my bestie. And then as like the years went on, there like more Hispanics started kind of coming into the neighborhood. But for the most part, when I first got here from Mexico, it was predominantly black people in our neighborhood.
I'm from the Mission, so there's nothing but
Yeah.
even the schools that I went to were literally 70-80% Latino. And yeah.
I
So-
mean, I think growing up in Oakland and like specifically East Oakland, there was always a lot of black and brown people. I mean, it was mainly black and brown people. But I do remember at the time when I was growing up, it was mainly Mexican people.
Well, we're in California, so
I would no, but like I think now there's a lot more Guatemalan people.
Yeah.
But back then, a lot of people used to make fun of me because I was just a little different from them, and somehow kids just know.
Yeah.
But I feel like you've never had, for as long as I've known you, I don't feel like you've ever had like a Guatemalan accent per se.
I don't think so either, but I think that it like kids just look for things to like make fun of you for. But I think even that was maybe like the first part of elementary. But I think towards the end, I got my period really early. I think I was like 9, and I was 9 when I got my period because I was in 5th grade.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's not something we want. It's like,
Yeah,
ooh.
and it was really traumatic. And then the thing was like a lot of kids made fun of me because I gained a lot of weight in that year. My body was going through a lot of change. And I just remember like kids were so fucking mean to me because I was the biggest one in my class. And
That's so wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like I remember when this kid went into my backpack, and just like you said, you remember who you are. But this kid went into my backpack, got one of my pads out, and like pretty much put it like out in the air and was like, "Oh my gosh, she wears a diaper." And none of the other kids
knew what it was.
Yeah, because we were in 5th grade.
Kids are so cruel.
Yeah. And so now I will get menopause a lot sooner. But and a lot of years of therapy later, we've gotten that. But it's really like, and I think that they just find different ways to like kind of out you for.
I was just bullied for being the giraffe. I was always the tallest kid in the class.
I was
always
short.
But also,
really?
I was always really short. Yeah, and I went through puberty probably like freshman year in high school, so yeah, kind of sucked. But now I'm okay with it.
I used to be taller than all of the boys and everything, so that was like the one thing they bullied me for. It was a tall, skinny girl. But it was never really about like my race or like the fact that I couldn't speak English 100% fluently. But it was you tall, so we gonna make fun of you.
We gonna find something.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? I think let's cheer to that.
It builds character.
It does build character.
I'm like, because you're having a serious conversation, I'm licking the tahini.
I'm like, that's why I'm so funny, you guys.
Everyone just lick that. I know, lick that tahini. Oh yeah, we have to look.
Like, look at me, Mark.
Ricardo.
We have to look, and then. All right, I think outside from like, let's move on and have a little bit more of a fun conversation.
These strawberry margaritas are hitting.
They're hitting.
The hit. Okay.
They hit.
I did good.
The request and the executor.
Right?
Yeah, so I for reference, they asked us what we wanted to drink, and this is my go-to. But
Hey, not always it's going to be alcohol. I do want to say that in the past 3 episodes there's been alcohol, but you know.
We're not alcoholics.
We're not shooting every day. Keep that in mind, guys.
Right. So let's move into a more of a fun, entertaining subject. Dating.
Oh no.
I'm single right now.
Says the
Right.
married
looking?
guy.
Are you looking?
You know, I'm not looking.
But if the opportunity arises,
But if someone pulls up in a Maybach, you know.
so
All of a
somebody with
sudden,
Maybach.
Right.
All of a sudden.
Yeah. So let's start with you, Rocio. Let's put you on the hot
Hey,
seat.
shit going on in my life. As much as I would love to say otherwise, it's nothing.
But do you think it has? Because I know you're extremely busy. I know you have a full-time
This
job.
girl is too damn busy.
I know you have a full-time job. I know you're going to school. I know you have 2 daughters.
She's planning a quince.
She's planning a quince.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Luz.
Lucy,
If you want to, donate, we'll drop the link. below.
go fund me.
Right? Go find me for Luz's quince.
Venmo,
I'm
everything.
kidding.
But do you think that takes in a lot of your dating pool or your dating life?
Not necessarily. I think that there hasn't been anybody that has sparked my interest
What does
long
that
enough
mean?
to hold my attention.
All my single people, leave your @ in the comments, subscribe.
I guess I'm just not at a point in my life where I want to entertain people who are like, so what you doing? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite
But isn't that cute,
food?"
though?
That's weird to me.
So what do you want them to get straight to?
Not what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? I feel like that's such a little kid.
But you're not trying to feel the
Question.
butterflies in the stomach?
No, like I am, but there's different ways that you can do that.
Stay up at 4 a.m. No, you hang out. You hang out.
I'd be like, bitch, I gotta go.
I used to do that with Mario. We used to stay on the phone. Like, we used to fall asleep.
Oh, y'all are cool to see is the
Hold on.
word in Mexico. You guys are so cool.
When
to
we
see.
would talk, he would be on his PlayStation.
Oh my god.
So sometimes I'll have to be like, did you fall asleep? Did you fall asleep? And then out of nowhere, he'll be like, no, I was just playing my video game.
That's
Yeah.
he was knocked
some
out.
things do not change.
And that's still happens.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't think it necessarily it's that like my schedule doesn't permit it. I just don't think anybody has sparked my interest long enough for me to be like, okay, he's worth me putting time and effort into. Because
Okay.
the last few have just kind of been like,
So what would be your ideal someone trying to get to know you? Like what would Rocio want from that person?
I don't even know what I want from a person. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it ain't been what I have had lately.
So are you that person where if they text you and there's a lot of like questions, like what's your favorite food? Does it bug you? Is it kind of like, oh, I'll see it and reply when I get to it because I'm annoyed? Or like, why are you asking 1,000 questions? Like, what is it?
Take a shot before you answer that question.
What is
because
it?
I'm like, oh,
I'm like,
I'm
it's
starting
a
to
little bit
sweat.
of it's a little bit of everything. So I don't like clingy. Clingy is not it. Like if I'm getting a good morning, how are you? Did you eat? Did you get a good night's rest? Drive safe. I'm like, do you not have something to do with your life? Like
Nope.
I should not be the only thing that you're worried about.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to be
I
into
appreciate the good morning, hope you have a good day type of message where it's just like a one thing and then like they follow up later on like in the day, be
that.
like, hey, I
during
hope
lunch or
yeah,
at
like
dinner?
during lunch, be like, hey, hope you had like how was your morning? That type of stuff is fine. But when it's like a good morning, how are you? How's it going? Did you eat? Did you take your break? Did you have enough water? Like that's freaking weird to me. Like you should not be that invested in my morning.
Now, does it bother you if they ask about your girls? Like, how are your girls? Because I'm sure it's one of the top things you bring up. Is it kind of like, girl, boy, don't be asking me about my girls? Or is it like...
I don't necessarily mind, but I don't really bring up my girls in conversation
Right away.
very much. Like, I'll let them know I have 2 kids, but that's kind of the extent of how much I bring in about my kids. It's not until I actually feel comfortable with you enough to be like, okay, so I have 2 daughters. I never say I have 2 daughters. I say I have 2 kids. And once I get into detail. Yeah, and then if we get to a point where I'm just like, okay, we're vibing, I'll be like, oh, so I have 2 daughters. They're this age and this age. And then I let the conversation flow from there. But I'm never one to be like, oh, I have 2 daughters right off the bat. Because I think if someone shows too much interest in you having 2 daughters, it seems a little weird to me. Maybe it's my job that has made me so paranoid about like men and little girls that I'm just like, I'm gonna let you know as much as you need to know, and then with time.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. I feel like it's also just like a safety concern.
Yeah,
I can see that. What about you, Maira? How's it going for you in the dating pool out there?
No, I really don't know.
Spill,
Tell
sis.
us.
I think actually, funny enough, since the last time we hung out, I think I kind of understood and I've come to accept that I think a big part of why I'm looking for all these like, but I don't like this, but I don't like that, is just because, one, I genuinely don't like these men.
So for the people that don't hear these conversations with you, are you trying to say you're too picky?
No, well, that's what I was gonna say. I think it's a combination of that, but also just, don't think I'm interested in looking for anything right now. I have a lot going on. I need to figure out what I'm doing after September. And there's a lot of things kind of going on, and it's just something that I don't have the headspace to put energy forth and like look for. I think I still have the dating app. Like I will not say which one because no free promo, and I also just will not say which one. But I'm on one, and I don't really ever check it, and I think I think a lot about removing myself from it all of the time, so it'll probably happen. But yeah,
do you get notifications when you're on those apps, or only if you're on it, it'll tell you if like someone wants to get to know you?
It probably sends you notification, but since Maira's always on Do Not Disturb, the bitch never sees them.
That's true.
My notifications.
I could be dying and I would have to call her twice, 3 times.
This is true. I am guilty. But no.
You call, you hang up, and you call again.
Stop, don't tell them. No, people are going to disturb me.
No, my question is why, because I know you can create a list of, like, when you set Do Not Disturb, you can set a list of people that can call you. And
you can?
You can take us off your
I did not know
you
that.
can take us off. My question is why
But we're the ones that bug her.
Why am I not on your list?
Nobody's on my list. Like, not even.
Well,
like
I should be on your list.
Bypass when it says Maira's messages are on quiet mode or whatever. I'm like, bypass.
Yeah.
Tell Maira
No, but
what
you can
I
set
said.
up a list of people that can bypass that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna teach you how to put my name.
And you want me to date like this?
So
You want me to date like
if
this?
you want my attention, if you text me starting already where you're trying to get at, it's not gonna work. Now, if you text me Mario, boy or bro or whatever, if just one word, now I'm gonna be curious on shit. What do you need from me, or what you're trying to tell me? So then I'll reply quicker because now I'm curious. Like,
good to know. No wonder he don't
Sometimes
be
I'd be
responding to my text
texting him.
messages
I'd be texting
either.
him, and then I go to Instagram, and his little green ball is on, and I'm like, oh, okay.
oh,
So
I
that's
know,
why I
I
have
know
that
you're
on.
talking.
Let me take some heat off of you.
Earlier today, I was like, oh, we were on that conversation. Someone was not responding, right?
Oh,
He
But
was
then-
taking a quick little
Figure out
But
nap.
did you guys notice the Instagram post?
it happened after I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys notice the Instagram post?
I didn't notice the Instagram post because I was.
It was something like, oh, relaxing on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your girl is sitting outside
In the cold,
Smart.
hungry, trying to finish her assignment.
I'm like,
Planning a whole quinceañera in the time he's taking a
with-
nap.
Free, like, broke-ass Wi-Fi.
But it didn't happen in the time that you guys were trying to reach out to me. It happened after.
My son is...
or so you say.
Which is worse because he did that and then he replied.
Allegedly.
Right, allegedly.
But yeah, no, I think the Do Not Disturb, I'm just really busy all the time. And
You are.
sometimes
So-
I'm busy at like my classes on Fridays don't end until like 5. and my classes on Wednesdays don't end until like 7:30.
So is it safe to tell our people that you're going to a very prestige school?
Yeah, we don't even want to.
I don't
we don't
wanna-
even want to give them any
Yeah.
promo, but yeah,
I know. Right now they're in the hot seat.
I
Yeah,
know. I've
yeah.
been seeing all those posts.
I know.
All right.
yeah.
Great. So we're gonna try this game one more time. I know Mario didn't like it last time, but now we have more people.
We have
Now
more
we might
people.
like it.
I mean, before it was just stuff we already know about.
I
each
know
other,
it.
but
I know
let's-
some people were uncomfortable with the questions because it was two guys, but now we have girls. So to those hating,
Y'all still gonna be uncomfortable because our answers are never appropriate.
I know.
I'm just an uncomfortable person.
Learn
If
to
you're-
deal with it.
Hey, right? If you're not uncomfortable, you're not learning. Is what I learned.
Mm-hmm.
So Rocio, you're the one next to me, so I'm always gonna
Do
go
wanna
with you.
cheers real quick? Because I'm gonna have to drink for this.
Oh, let's cheer.
Oh, could we?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
let's cheer. We already.
I
Wait,
want to drink this.
girl, we already cheered. We have to take a sip.
The
now.
only one
Cheers.
that's babysitting is Rocio over here.
per usual. She pretends her drink is one of her kids. Just wants to babysit it.
Except when she's a fuego.
Oh.
And then when we're at Fuego, we're over there looking like those viejitos.
Oh my god, I felt so old last time we went there.
You know-
I did.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, why do we always pay to get in? Just to
We don't
stand.
pay to get in.
Dude.
That place is
Wait, do we?
free.
Why do you
It's
always?
free.
Oh, the only
do
time I pay to get in is when we cut the whole line.
Yeah.
I felt so
You know, you
uncomfortable last time.
slip a
I
little
felt
20.
hella
I felt hella old last time, especially because one girl was all like grinding all up on me, and I was like, "Girl, if you don't back the hell up."
No, that one girl who
Boundaries.
kept bumping into me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this is so
Ricardo,
uncomfortable.
I was like, "Oh, I might have to beat this bitch up."
Ricardo-
If she said something to Ricardo because
Yeah.
she was like hella bumping into Ricardo. She's like, Ricardo's like, "There's someone behind you, honey." And
No,
I was like,
You
you know
could be
what?
such a bitch, though.
in my head, I was like, "Well,
to
I'm about to have
get
to
me
fight
to
this
that
bitch."
point, because you know I can, you know, I was
No.
sitting there and I was
Lies.
like, no,
No, to be
no, yeah,
to
no.
give him to
yeah,
give
to
him
get,
his credit. The girl did bump into him hella times,
But-
and he didn't say anything to her until that last time.
But hold on.
Okay, wait.
Valentino could bump into him on the couch by jumping, and he's gonna be like, "Boy, scoot over there. You're
Okay,
jumping on
okay.
me."
Here's my final
He
verdict.
likes his space.
You're right. He does go off, but I will say your responses are more dramatic.
To
When you go off.
We don't want to talk about when Mario goes off. But
that is another episode.
I'm like, do I got a drink? Tell me about myself.
but
I love your
Drink.
responses though.
But I
They're
do have
always
to
the
say
right
that-
amount.
that girl, I don't speak up. It's usually Mario, the one that speaks up. Like when we go to restaurants and I'm like, babe,
Yeah.
I'm
but
like,
this is why, because he says, "Babe, tell him."
I know. I'm like, babe, no me cocinaron la comida right. And he's like, excuse me, because he knows, right? But you know, I usually like, even with our kids, right? Like Mario's the first one who's always like, nah,
The discipliner.
right? And I'm like, just hanging back. But once I speak, it's like, I'm like, if I say
That-
no, there's a no. Like,
yeah, but there was a
yeah.
Yeah, there
there's
was
someone
definitely
behind
that.
you, honey, and I was like, "Oh, bitch, I'm about to have to fight her if she says
But
something."
also good that you put her in check because why are you acting like this?
Yeah.
I actually
And I'm
didn't
like-
like it. I felt like he was a buzzkill. Like, I felt
She knew I was
in
there.
my humble opinion, I felt like we're at the club. It's normal for people to bump into you, and I didn't see it.
But that wasn't bumping.
and I didn't find it disrespectful because she was dancing.
Yeah,
Well,
but when
let's
you're
cheer
dancing
again.
and your back
And
and
You didn't even get to
your
the game.
butt is like,
On his back.
Oh
but
my
what
God.
if she thought? But what if she thought he was fine? It was just like, let me just dance up on this.
This you should have said,
If he
"Hey,
doesn't want that,
And Ricardo's gay
But
ass
I-
is like,
honey."
man.
It was the honey for me. I was like laughing because he's
Man.
like, "Honey, there's someone behind you." And I was
I
like,
was so irritated.
You know what it gave me? It gave me when you go to the grocery store and something's on sale, but they charge you regular price. He goes back with a receipt. That's what it was given.
All right, let's go to the game. Come on,
Well-
let's go to the game. All right, so Rocio, pick a card.
The sister wife's gonna defend her
"Oh,
man.
sister wife is gonna defend her man." Sister wife is us three, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Just
Because we're so alike. We'll go into
Ooh,
detail.
okay, so ask your question.
Oh, who's that? Is that to everyone?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Or-
oh, so I'm asking everyone. I'm not.
Yeah.
You're
I don't
asking
have-
the question, but if you want to ask
Everyone
someone,
has to answer it.
Oh,
no,
Oh, no?
you can pick or you can ask it and we answer it. It's however you want to go about it.
would it turn you on to have someone watch you have sex? Who would you want to watch?
Oh.
Ooh,
Let me
Myra.
hear this, Myra. And then everyone else is answering too, just FYI.
This is bad for my public image.
Girl, there's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things that are bad for our public image, but answer the question.
We're still professionals.
I still
Why
go to
the
court
sudden,
and
oh, you
sit
got
there
hella
every day.
red though.
Keep in mind, no one sees what we're going to discuss. Our guests don't see what we're going to discuss. These questions are not rehearsed like in regular interviews.
Come on.
I think this should be like that one show where you can either like take the shot or finish
No,
the
answer the
drink.
If
question.
you want to take a shot, you could take a shot.
Instead of
But you still
But you're
gotta
going to take a
answering
shot. I have the alcohol here.
But instead of answering the question, I'll
So
take the shot.
You'll take
So
the shot.
Take
you-
the shot then.
And then I want to answer.
So
the
you
question.
pledge.
We don't give free
For my
promo, so
public
I gotta
image.
hide
He's
the alcohol of
This
choice.
bitch is pleading the fifth.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what game? What show? We're not gonna give free promo, so even if you know.
Okay, Mara. So while he gets the shot ready, you pick.
No,
I got
hold
the
on.
shot.
MC has to answer the question
Yeah,
too.
I got the shot ready. She could take it now.
No.
I'm
'cause
gonna take
she-
it. I'm gonna take it because I don't want to answer the question.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're on a time limit, y'all.
Oh, sorry.
We can't just sit here and ask everyone.
Sorry.
Myra.
He said, "Keep it rolling."
Keep it going. Oh, so we can
Pick a person. No, Mario.
Some of us
Ricardo.
wanted to answer the question.
Why you gotta pick me, though?
I knew she was gonna pick.
I
you.
know. I already knew too.
What do you always get in your head about in bed?
It better be me.
No, this is a safe space.
Hold on.
Wait,
Ask
what?
the question
What?
again. I didn't get it
I know.
either.
What do you always get in your head about in bed? So I think it's like while you're in bed.
Like, what are you thinking while
Yeah.
you're in bed?
in your
When you're doing the shebang bang.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with sex.
It's
But
not
like,
the
what?
shebang bang.
What do I think when I'm in bed? I usually had a.
No,
to beat a
because
boss?
No, I
it's,
think
look at
it's
the
a-
game. It's triple X, so it is about sex.
No, I think it's while I'm in bed. I don't.
what I don't know is if this means like
No,
when
it-
you're alone or when you're with somebody
Yeah,
else.
I can tell you. So
So
when
when you're
I'm laying
horny?
next to my husband, I'm usually thinking of like.
What are you thinking about?
I'm usually thinking of like, oh my god, how am I gonna beat this boss?
Not the Bowser.
Am I Bowser?
You are.
Why did I take this to me like what gets in your head? Like, are you insecure about something? That's how I'm
No.
reading it. But
I
I'm probably.
I
took
read
it-
it as
I'm
while
like-
you're doing the nasty.
I was like, but then
No.
again, that's my insecure.
I took it as in like when he's laying on one side and I'm laying on the other side, what do I think of? And I'm usually like, I paused my game or I turned off my game. How am I gonna get back to it? And I'm strategizing how to get back to it. So maybe that's just me.
When I go to bed, I want to go to sleep.
So do you, just to cut it off real quick, so when you go to bed, you turn your phone off or do you scroll or you're just like,
I put
I'm
my
in
phone
bed.
on sleep mode and I turn it over so I don't see it.
this girl goes to sleep like at 8:37.
What's wrong with that?
There's
I
nothing
also
wrong
wake up
with
at
it.
5.
I was gonna say I'm
True,
in bed by
there's nothing wrong with it,
9:30.
but sometimes I'm like, fuck, I want to bug her, but it'll be like 9:30 and I'm like,
Here, Mario.
You can bug me. There's days where I'm still up. Like when I have assignments due, I
girl,
stay
you
up.
fall asleep even on weekends. Okay.
Because I ain't got shit to do but homework.
So read the question and pick whoever you want to pick.
Oh,
Mara, don't be
If you
scooping.
had a GoFundMe, what would you ask for? No, I'm just kidding.
$1 million yacht.
What's the hottest thing someone has ever done to you in bed? Get specific. Oh,
You
she's
already know
gonna
that's
take
good.
another shot. So the question is, do I want to get a drunk or do I want a real answer? No, see y'all.
Ooh, I knew.
I'm like, do I want to get her drunk?
Y'all are just gonna get the vanilla ass answers I always give y'all.
What's
That I'm sitting here thinking, ooh, this shit was
Is she like a
kinky,
dark
and then all of a
chocolate?
sudden y'all be like, ooh, bitch, that's hella vanilla.
Thank
Let
you
me-
for everybody.
She'd be like, he kissed me from the back. I'm like, no, Fido. That's not freaky.
What's the hottest thing someone has ever done to you in bed? Get specific about it.
Here, you give me my
Okay.
card.
Like,
those-
all of a sudden, if it's getting hot.
Take a shot.
Or are you gonna plead the fifth?
No, I'm not pleading the fifth.
Okay, baby girl.
I guess. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, and how, like, whether it's gonna get.
Just whatever's coming to your
No,
heart
I'm,
and
like,
mind.
thinking-
You
about
already
it.
thought about it. It's already
No,
in
it's
your
in
head.
my head.
Like,
I'm talking
public-
about like the YouTube. Is it gonna censor? Like,
As long as
we
you
will
censor
censor
the video?
if
No.
if we have
As long as you don't say the F word, we're fine. We're an adult version.
She's gonna spell it out.
ate that.
Oh, she got her booty hole ate. Did you know it was gonna get
So
in?
wait.
No.
So did she wash it or?
From the what is that saying? From
Bitch,
the
I'm
tuna to
always
the
clean.
Buddha,
I don't know
or-
what you're talking about.
So
Well, because there's always being clean and there's always extra clean.
It's always extra clean. I don't know about
baby girl's always clean.
Baby
So wait,
girl's
did it go
always
from the
clean.
front to the back, or it just went straight to the back?
straight to the
Ooh.
back.
So you enjoyed it.
It was a little uncomfortable at the beginning because I was like,
Why is
What?
Don't breathe.
I'm like, what is he doing?
maybe he don't know where it's at.
That was probably what was going through my head in that moment.
She's like, let me close it.
let me make sure he knows it's tight.
See, this is why we don't say this shit
This
because
just reminds me-
it goes to.
I recently told my mom because she made me upset, and then the day after I told her, so I've been thinking about getting my asshole bleached.
Oh, so it look like
But
your
wait,
skin.
and then I just see her face go, and all the life goes out of her, and she doesn't say anything for like
The life-
30 minutes.
My soul left my body when that happened, and I was just like,
But did you like it though?
it was enjoyable. But I'm telling you, for that first few seconds,
Was it the first
I
time
w-
you ever?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I was just like, the fuck is happening? I
Was
remember
this-
standing still, like, or not standing.
Was this
but
a
like
guy that from last time?
the one that I thought was
Yeah.
like a whole ass
Yeah.
freak, and y'all were like, "Oh, bitch, you're
Yeah.
vanilla." Yes.
I was saying, okay,
Yeah.
props to
Okay.
him. Hey, props. You
Props.
we've heard
You
a
know
lot
who you
about
are.
you.
Does he?
Oh, he knows who he is.
know. Let me go for the triple X one.
all the guys.
Oh, there's
watching,
different
I never
levels?
ate her
Yes.
ass.
Oh,
Yes, there's different levels.
You've been going for the most difficult one.
Okay, this one's for Myra. And you better not take a shot, Myra.
Oh.
I have another shot ready if you need to take it, but if you want to be that girl.
Who do you miss the most, and
Ooh.
what do you miss about it?
she's gonna take a shot.
No, she's gonna say it.
No, I'll take another shot.
I do
really?
it.
Ay, Myra, qué
This girl's gonna get
aburrida.
And
Ay.
I can't
But
even
after
promote.
What
this
Stanford
one,
did to
I'll
her.
start slipping up. After this, I'll start saying.
I can't even show the alcohol
Here,
because
give
they
me.
don't want to promote us. Well, it's not that they don't want to, it's just you
Bitch,
know,
they don't know about us
They
yet.
don't know.
they don't know about us yet.
Okay, we're getting close to the end, so let's go.
But it's a dawn. Toma, mija.
Don't
No,
look
I'm
at the
trying
levels.
to look at the levels because I want the harder ones.
Oh, you're gonna get drunk.
It is what it is.
Okay. I guess this goes for Ricardo and
Oh.
MC.
Oh, it better be for both of us.
It is for both of y'all
Let
because
the
I
answers
never have
not
to worry
match.
about this. It always gets done for
Well,
me.
let me hold on
Oh,
to my
okay, let's see.
antennas.
What is proper cum cleanup etiquette from your point of view?
For guys.
For your point of
Okay.
From your point of view.
So
Individuality.
anyone that knows me knows I'm a clean freak. So even when it comes to sex, I have to be clean. So
We need a towel next to us.
and after the towel, I need to go and shower ASAP. Yeah.
I mean,
don't
yeah.
wanna go
What
too much
I
into
mean,
detail.
obviously,
You've become accustomed to that, but what,
Yeah.
in your point of view, what is it?
I like messiness. He doesn't. I like messiness. I like juices all over.
No.
Yes, but what's
I-
the proper cum cleanup etiquette? Like,
yeah,
how-
she's talking about
I-
cleanup etiquette because I
like
don't
for
mind.
me, I'll be 100% honest. I never touch it. They better clean me the fuck up.
Okay, so me,
I
I'm a little
get the-
nasty.
I get
where
the towel.
I like the nastiness. It's like I'm a porn star, and then once it's over, it's like, all right, time
I need to
clean.
get it cleaned off. Yeah,
get it cleaned off.
I clean it for him sometimes. Like,
yeah, like
yeah, I clean it for him. And sometimes he cleans it himself. But
and I definitely do say
maybe I'm a
that.
princess in that sense that I'm like,
Yeah.
clean it up.
So I definitely do say the ugh.
Oh.
Like even though I'm nasty and being a freak while doing it, and getting the
I don't say I'm just like clean it
no,
up.
I am like oh, because I'm like now I gotta clean up and now I gotta wash my shit.
But my cleanup is not like I'm like, like
Yeah.
here you go, and then I get
That's-
up.
Wasn't that called like the Superman? Do you guys know what the Superman is?
Why would you do
know
something
what the
so?
Sup-
I don't even.
You
know.
never heard of the Superman?
No, what is
Okay,
that?
so the Superman is when a
He's
guy
about to
with-
drop some wisdom for y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
So from what I'm allegedly, the Superman is pretty much when a man finishes on your back, either your ass or your back, and then throws a sheet or towel for you to wipe on it while you're just laying there.
But we have a friend that likes it. She calls them painters, but we're, you know who you are, girl.
No, but the Superman is when you throw the sheet. The painter is just getting it done on the back.
Yeah.
But the Superman is throwing the sheet or the towel to clean. So then the girl or whoever's receiving it is pretty much wearing a cape because it's
on your back?
It's on your back with the towel.
Yeah, see, no. I'm like, no, clean it up.
I'm like that too.
I'm like, you made this mess, you clean it up.
But I am nasty. I will admit I'm a little nasty in bed, but then right after I'm like, okay, cut.
Yeah.
Clean it up. Let me go shower. Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's just, you made the mess, you clean it the fuck up.
You already read it. You're about to ask me something.
That's the question.
What do you want to know about your partner's sexual past, if anything?
I don't think I want to know anything because I feel like I know him so well, and I mean, I'm the best sex he's ever had, so there's nothing to worry about.
Ooh.
Period.
Someone's very confident.
Wow, the rest of the questions just went out the door.
Oh, is it me?
No, you.
Oh, I put it over here.
Right here.
Wait, this is what I gotta pick from?
Yeah. That way.
Yeah, because that one's a level 1.
Ooh.
Spill.
I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
No, she.
I can't ask you because then I might want to fight you after this.
I'll answer this time.
Okay. So, and then I feel like let's give her a break to get her mind right. Maira, if you could hook up with anyone from your past, who would it be with and why?
She gonna take another shot.
Would you like for me to use it in a sentence?
Okay. I think right after the pandemic, I hooked up with this guy.
That's me.
So it was a hookup. You weren't dating him.
No, it was just a hookup.
So it wasn't that guy. I'm thinking. Okay.
No. I think that this guy, he and I still follow each other, and we're still like friends. We'll occasionally interact.
What's his IG name? No,
he lives somewhere like completely different, so like I just can't.
Like another country, another state,
another state. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
That's not that bad. You know, there's these things called flights.
Does his name start with V and with R?
No.
Yeah, well.
No.
Okay.
No.
Ew.
Oh my. But I just remember him being like a very equal balance of like fun, but nice. And that did that for me. And I think the last time we hooked up, he brought me cupcakes. And he knew it was the last time.
So it's like an ongoing thing now.
Cupcakes,
So
no
wait, is
filling.
it because of cupcakes or is it because the sex was good?
Got a lot of feelings.
It was the last time.
He feeds homegirl after, so.
He knew it was the
I like
last
it.
time we were going to see each other. Because I had told him, I was like, this is, kind of the end of the line. Like, I'm not really comfortable with, like, this has been great.
Was this a 3-punch card situation?
Should I explain?
3-punch? What
we have this.
We got to know what that means.
Yeah.
Tell the audience what the 3-punch card means, because I'm curious.
So this was, I don't engage in this anymore as often, but, so the 3-punch rule is my own personal rule. Like if it's a hookup and you just want a hookup, like just fun, casual sex, a lot of people say it takes time for the sex to get fun, but I think as time goes on, you also get attached or the other person gets attached or things just get kind of weird or messy for one reason or the other. But I think with a 3-punch card, you see the person 3 times and you communicate to the person that it's only going to be 3 times. You don't want to be an asshole,
Yeah.
And so,
I'd be an asshole and not say anything.
I was like, by this, if I know I want to see them again, I'm gonna say, hey, I want to see you again, but I want you to know it's not gonna pass a 3rd time. And so what usually happens...
So they punch into clocking in and taking the shift and
then they clock out.
They're doing the Uber Eats with the cupcakes and bouncing.
But they're all really nice. Like, they're really nice. And I really get to know them. And, if we've made it to the 3rd punch, it's because I actually, I like talking to them.
So if you made it to the 3rd punch, is it the D?
It's a combination of the D and the personality.
Okay.
If you made it to the 3rd punch. The first punch is the D. And then the 2nd punch, I think, is like, if I like your personality, I'll see you that 3rd time. But after that, it doesn't pass. And then the one time I did not follow this rule, everything went wrong, and so generally, I just follow the rule. I follow the rule.
Was that one you fell in love with from SF?
No.
It was the one that ends with the R.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
Later.
We can't tell you online.
But yeah, I think if
Tune
I
in.
were to get to hook up with anybody again, it would be him because he was also very fun. Very fun. 10 out of 10 fun.
Okay.
We all know who he is. They don't know who he is,
I
so
don't
that
know
doesn't
who
make
he-
it
I
as
don't think he
fun.
knows who
I don't
he
know
is.
who he
You don't know?
is.
Yeah,
Well, because this
yeah, you
is
do
years
because you
ago.
did
Well, I'm
research
talking-
on him.
Was it the one that you showed
Well, we
us
can-
the
don't-
penis?
No.
Can he say that?
I can see
You
penis.
show me.
No, can he say
I thought it was
that?
kind of
I said,
nice.
can he
I thought it
say
was kind of
that?
nice.
No, it's the guy that worked in tech.
They all work
That
They all work
I
in
know,
tech.
but
He has the same name as my manager,
yeah.
but don't say it out loud. I don't think Ricardo knew about him,
No, he did.
but not in detail like we
okay,
knew.
so I'll tell
'Cause
you
this was like the
this is
bees-
what.
We would talk about him during
Oh,
lunch.
at first he didn't want me to talk, but now he won't let me talk. So
Oh.
you know, because the first time I talked,
We might need a part 2 for this.
I know.
the
Let's.
first time I
this.
ever brought this up, we were at that bar on what is it, 24th
The
Street.
24th Mission.
That was the first time I ever brought it up.
Oh, the one that's like Virgen de Guadalupe
Yes.
themed.
What?
Oh, yeah,
I
so
did.
awkward.
I used to love that bar.
I
With
used
the
to love
paletas.
it.
I mean, it's cool, but I don't like religion like that, so it was.
I
kinda
just remember
awkward.
a certain attorney leaving their child outside.
Ooh.
No names will be said.
It was,
Ooh, bitch.
and it wasn't a rose. It was the other.
I mean,
opposite
all we
of a
had to
rose.
do was just give her another shot.
But anyways, the second time I brought this up, and then this is when I was like, okay, Mario Carlos aside, this bitch is really watching out for me.
Who, me?
No.
Who, this one?
Yup, because I FaceTimed you. But
While
because
having
they're
sex?
married, no.
I was like, girl, what?
I'm like, what happened?
Right.
This
What
is
did
the
I-
second time
what did
I brought it up, and then I FaceTimed him, and then both of you were in the car. And
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
So you knew about this
Oh, yeah,
situation.
You know who it is.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what
But-
I'm saying. We all know who
But
he
that's
is.
not the person who I would choose to repeat my hookup with.
Mm.
The
All right.
person who
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question.
I'll hit you up later.
What's the most out of the way you've gone to hook up with someone, and was it worth it?
He better say Mario Carlos.
It probably
But-
was because it's the opposite side of the Bay Area for
Yeah,
him.
maybe the distance wise, but this is a hookup. We
Yeah.
never
He
hooked
said, "I'm a
up.
wife."
Oh, you guys never hooked up? Like just hookups?
We
Well, I
hooked
mean,
up, but we knew
hooked
where
up,
this
but
was
we
going.
were dating.
Yeah.
So a hookup
Oh.
is when you just go hit
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah,
then
I
leave.
wasn't I'm nobody's hookup. Everybody
Oh.
wants to be with me at the end of the day.
Mind you, we're past the 40 minutes.
I,
But
Let's
who's
keep in mind
counting?
And
the
Rocio
first-
wants pizza.
The first 18,
And we
What's
already did that
all
now.
Yeah,
the
so we're
bloopers.
actually good. We're actually good.
all the bloopers were 18 minutes.
No,
I
that
saw.
doesn't count.
I know, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. The
yeah,
you're gonna
so
exclude
we're
those
good on
at
time.
extra long.
So yeah, don't change the subject. Answer the question.
No,
I'll sit here and sip my
Or
margarita.
do you want a shot? Because I
Oh,
can
no,
give you that
can
too.
No, I can answer it.
Yeah, answer it.
I think.
There might not be an episode 4 with the co-host.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Who's gonna turn on the camera? No.
Who will turn on the mic? Because none of us know how.
En una calle misteriosa.
Right, I'm gonna be in
Camisa azul y
Primer
pantalón azul y
Impacto.
Jordan.
Primer Impacto.
La última vez que fue visto fue
Mujeres
misteriosamente
asesinas.
Sí.
con sus dos amigas y su pareja.
And who's gonna be helping me cover the body? No.
Right.
I was with Jade. I was with the children.
Like, it'd be me.
Rocio. Your sister wife credit has
Have you
been.
seen that TikTok where the girl's like,
You will help him hide my body.
Get my girl dirty.
In a nice place.
So wait, I know. I'm still looking out for you. It's gonna be a beautiful garden.
What the fuck,
I'll make sure there's no
Rocio?
bugs or nothing.
Rocio,
I'd help you hide his body if you killed
Have you
it.
seen that TikTok where the girl's like, one of them catches a person dead, and then she's like, "Oh, I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. I got bleach." I'll be her.
That'd be me.
So yeah,
I
think-
do not promote any of this activity.
Right.
None
Allegedly.
of us do. At all.
So back to
For
my
my
back to my
image.
question.
back to the question, y'all.
yeah. Let me continue drinking.
I know.
I think was when I lived in San Francisco, driving to Salinas, which is pretty far.
Oh, girl.
Bitch, what was you doing in Salinas?
I know. It was like a two.
And you live in-
It's like
You lived in
Salinas, like
Salinas?
209 or something.
Yeah, something. It was like
I know that about you.
Bitch, that's a whole other area
I
code.
know.
You just said Antioch all your life.
Yeah.
No, because it's farther than Antioch.
Yeah, no, Salinas is a whole
No,
other zip
because the
code.
question is a
How
hookup.
old were you? No, I get it.
Can
Yeah, the question was a hookup, right? Just go hit it and
Elementary,
come back.
And it was worth it?
And a summer
Right?
program?
Oh,
Well, he said I'll plead the fifth.
do you want a shot?
No,
Yeah,
no,
he
no.
does.
Was it worth it?
No, he
Because that's part of the question.
But
The question
he does want a
says,
shot.
Right?
what's the most out of the way you've gone for a hookup, and was it worth it?
He's over there.
He's already like, his leg
Tap,
is
tap, tap.
twitching.
No, it's different because Mario was in a hookup, so it's different,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Again, a hookup for me is just when you get there, hit it and quit it, and like I might see you somewhere and I don't know you, right? Yeah, it was cool.
Okay.
It was cool. Did I go back? No. So maybe that answers the question as was it worth it? No.
Probably not, because if you
Probably
didn't go
not.
back.
Yeah. So no.
Do you want to ask me? No, I'm just kidding.
I do want to ask one last question, though.
Go
Not
for
on the
it.
cards. What is a hookup to you? Like, what does that mean to you?
What
to
he
me-
just said.
Yeah,
I just
I want to
answered.
say something. Someone that you just go and fuck, get it done with.
It's just sexual.
You don't even, yeah,
It's
like
kind of like one
you
of the
don't
day that Ricardo was like, bitch, you told him to leave after it. He was
Yeah.
trying to
you
cuddle.
don't text
and I
each
was like,
other.
yeah.
You don't have conversations.
It's the
just-
type that you ask
hit
at
it,
the
quit
end,
it.
like, what is your name?
So, to all
What was
my
your name
friends
again?
who are seeing a guy who's just hitting it and quitting it,
That's a hookup.
that
That's
is
a
a
hookup.
hookup. That is
Yeah.
not a
That was a
situation
booty call.
That is not a relationship soon to be. It is a hookup.
If you guys are texting, having conversations, you want to get to know him or her, whatever the case might be. So
No, you can still text. You just don't know the person's
no,
name.
you don't text. If I'm hooking up with someone,
Yeah,
the
if I'm
text is gonna
hooking
be
up
to a
with someone, it's
minimum.
just kind of like, are you coming over later or not?
Yeah, like I don't need to know what your favorite color is.
And I
what
have
you're
one
eating,
person who I do that with,
Ooh.
and that's it.
The one that ate your booty hole?
Oh.
No, it's Mr. Airplane Man. Remember?
Oh, wait. When was the last time with Airplane Man?
I don't do airplanes.
It's been a little bit.
So I give my girls their men code.
They have, yeah.
What about the farmer? When was the last time?
He was
Dubai.
shrimp. Remember, I've
What
never.
at Dubai? I want you to get
Oh,
Dubai.
I want Dubai.
That's
I
not
want to
code
go to
word.
Dubai
Dubai.
has been
We
a
all
very
know what
long
shrimp
time. Dubai, the last time we hooked up was probably the last time I went to Mexico, which was
Tulum?
no.
I was about to say,
No.
girl.
That was last year.
No,
Bitch, we were there.
He was behind
I think
you.
this was maybe 2019
Oh,
because
that's
I went when
Historic.
I went.
So-
Yeah, no, I went
Dinosaur
when I worked
age.
when we worked at said place.
Oh,
That was
Okay.
the last time I went. He's asked me if I want to go to Mexico this summer.
so are
and
we
it might
going?
happen.
He can fly us all out. Dubai.
Might just ask him to.
All right.
Except y'all
So,
So I do want to take the time to thank both of you for joining us.
anytime.
yes, could we do a last cheer?
Thank you
Oh,
for inviting us.
It's always a good time.
Could we do a last cheer? You might have to mix.
Oh, can you just pour me a shot?
Oh, I do. Pass it to me. Because no free promo.
Well, so while he does that, I do just want to thank everyone, thank our listeners for tuning in. Remember, you can always subscribe, like, and comment.
Before I forget, where could we follow you? Where
Wait,
could we?
you can do that after I'm done.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh, we're not
She hasn't
cutting
even
this out because
she-
this is real.
She hasn't even took her shot yet. Excuse her.
No, I
need
was
a
just thanking everyone and thanking
You
them
want the
for
shot,
taking
bitch?
us. And we can't wait to bring more. We have more people who are gonna be joining us.
They will definitely be back because there's so much more
Yeah.
good stories and
I want
We're
to
a
bring
mess.
I want to bring them separately. Not saying that this wasn't fun, but I do want to bring them separately because you have so much to say. So do you.
yeah.
They
Give them
just like to
each their
talk.
shine.
Yes.
I think it was essential to have us together for the first one.
Yeah.
Rocio, where can we find you?
You can find
What is
me-
your TikTok, your Instagram?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at miss.idal. So ms.hidal.
You can find me on Instagram and it's
Tinder.
AYYMAIRRRAA. Oh my god, we'll drop it because
It's
now I
all
don't
over. It's
even
all
remember.
over. We'll edit
You
this
can
part.
follow her here.
AYYMARAA. But everything's on private. So if I don't want to let you in, I won't let you in. Sorry.
Hey, Maira.
She's private.
Where can we find you at? I mean,
You know me. My humble self. You can find me at branded_MC on TikTok.
do the Carol G video.
This is what I deal with. I clearly need new friends. Hit me up, DM me. Let's be a vibe.
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok.
TechDaddy.com.
Just relaxing.
TechDaddy.com.
Yeah.
Saturdays are for us.
Spending time with my son.
It's a Saturday here. Saturday grandma.
They are. Again, I'm trying to be more active, so thank you everyone for engaging in my content. But you can find me on Instagram and TikTok.
Don't forget to follow Identi-Tea on TikTok.
That right there.
Yes.
Co-signing. Bloop.
All right. Well, with that said, thank you everyone. And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Signing off.
Bye.
I do have a game to play real quick.
Okay.
It's called the flashlight game. Nothing else.
No.
I was like,
Maybe I should call it the flashing game.
okay.
No, that's so
I'm gonna ask you, not that.
Wait, you said fleshlight or
Flashlight.
Oh.
Flashlight is something else.
He said flashlight and then he said flashing. So I'm like,
So, quick question. First thing that comes to mind, answer ASAP because we're running short on time.
okay.
I mean, we've been.
Favorite color?
Pink.
Favorite color?
Red.
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Favorite alcohol
Hence why I've
beverage?
been asking for pizza since I got here today.
Alcohol beverage.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Nice. Next place you
I
wanna go
don't
on vacation.
answer the question.
These are our guests. I know.
Oh.
I should know all your business.
We know what you like.
I know I do.
Okay, but you can answer too. Next vacation.
Multi-destination.
To
We've
where? Vegas to LA or Dubai to Mexico?
I'm talking like either a Euro trip or a Eastern trip.
Oh, she's talking
Oh,
shit. Okay.
I don't know.
I was like, we talking Rosarito.
Once I'm done,
I'm
once I'm
talking
done
San
with
Jose,
my
California.
I'm fucking ready.
When
Okay.
you graduate, can I take you to Rosarito?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, for the record,
Just for
done.
that weekend. Just
Yes.
remember last time we got it. Part
Last
2.
Rosarito was a
Part two.
blast.
No one
Okay.
jump on me.
Wait, so
Armando
if you're
won't be
ever
coming.
thinking about going to Vegas and you have a American passport
And you can travel.
Rosarito. Do not waste your time in Vegas.
It was so much more fun in Rosarito. Rosarito's a freaking blast.
I felt like a criminal. I felt like an actor. I felt like
I
a
felt like I was-
superstar. I
No,
felt like I was
you adding
balling-
to the
I was like,
stigma
balling
of
without the
over there.
budget. It was amazing. The food
blast.
was great.
Problem.
All right.
What about you? Quick question.
Well, I don't even
Where
know.
would you want to go on
Finally,
vacation?
ahora sí quieres
No.
saber.
No,
What's
but
your next
vacation I do, just in case I want to take my man off somewhere. Where
I
would you
think
want to go on vacation?
Rosarito. I'm
Just-
just thinking about Rosarito.
So we're
Get
all
it.
going to go to Rosarito after I finish my program.
And that is when?
It would be fun if we do like a podcast
In
over there in
August.
Rosarito
We
with
should.
everyone
On
that's
the
coming.
beach.
Yeah, with everyone that's
we
coming.
should.
Well, hopefully we're manifesting this after August. We'll all be ready. And depending what kind of job I get, I might be providing this.
All right.
Hey,
So
you better hold on to this. Hold her to it,
It's
okay?
on episode 3.
It's on episode 3. She said she might be paying for it.
Do not clip this part out.
Do
That-
not.
this needs to
It
stay
really
in.
depends on what kind of job I'm able to land after this because he kind of has been. It's crazy. It's
all right,
actually
I'm
kinda
manifesting, but I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Also,
hungry too.
I'm hungry too for
I'm
a lot.
I don't know what this means.
So let's
Manifesting money.
Oh,